Okay, so to start today's class, find any position that you like. So whatever you feel comfortable in right now, you can be seated cross-legged, or you can be lounging off to the side, you can have your legs stretched or closed in, you can even be standing, whatever you want. So take a moment to find the position that feels right for you in your space. And once you're in your position, bring your awareness to your eyes. So you can have your eyes open or closed, whichever feels best for you. If your eyes are open, let your gaze fall onto something in your room, in your space, that feels right to look at right now. And don't judge it, don't make a story about it, just observe. Just let the gaze fall. And then follow your impulses to look somewhere else if that feels like what your body wants. Feel free to move your gaze around to keep looking to something else. But make sure that you're moving your head and drawing awareness to your head and your eyes with slow and gentle movements. So we're taking this pause. So we're just relaxing into whatever position we like, and we're just orienting to our space. So we're coming back into the moment, either with our eyes closed, or gently looking around the room, your space outside, seeing if you can notice anything that you haven't noticed yet. And then while you're doing this, eyes open or closed, you can change your eyes at any time. You can change your seated position, your standing position at any time. Bring your awareness also to your breath. See how you're breathing, and you don't have to change it. Just taking this pause for yourself before we start. And lastly, at the same time as your gaze, maybe your eyes are closing, bring your awareness to your breath in your body. Bring your awareness deeper into your body and see how it feels to be connected to the ground. Feel how you know that you're sitting, standing, where the pressure is, where your body's connecting in to your space. And just feel that feeling and feel the grounding. So just take a few moments to continue this, letting any feeling, any sensation that is arising, let it arise. Welcoming any relaxation that is occurring. And then let's all together take one deep breath, inhaling, filling all your body with air, and exhale, let it go, and we'll begin. Alright, so coming to a comfortable cross-leg seated position now if you weren't already. Bring your hands onto your knees, and we're going to start to circle the body around the hips. So just circling your body, finding that breath, and feel the breath moving in your body. You don't need to pull with your hands, just placing them on your knees. Again, you can look around or you can close your eyes, whichever feels better for you. Welcoming the exhale as a way to relax. Alright, circle in the opposite direction. Circling however small or big that you want, and you can always pause and stop if that feels better for you. Really taking this class as a pathway into your body, so adjusting any sequence, any pose, any movement to what feels right. Good. Alright, coming into stillness. And then either swing your legs around or rock over your knees into a tabletop position. So stacking the wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to do cat-cow. So inhale, reach the chest forward, tailbone up, spread out your fingertips, plant them down. Exhale, curve on up, see if you can feel it, your knees pressing down, maybe the tops of your feet. Inhale, reach it forwards. Stretching the head away from the hips. Exhale, curve on up, feel the stretch in the spine. One more time, inhale, reach. And exhale, curve on up. Good. Alright, so we're going to repeat cat-cow a few times, but feel free to add in any extra movement, so a little free moment where you can go sideways, curling up, taking your circle in a different direction, or you can keep your cat-cow going forwards and backwards, but you can roll out your shoulders, you can move a little bit. Whatever feels best for you, take a few moments just to move however feels good with this cat-cow motion. Awareness in your body and your breath. So moving like an animal prowling or stretching, unleashing that impulse in you. Alright, coming back to a neutral spine. We're going to reach those hands forwards. Inhale. Exhale, let the chest drop down. Puppy pose. Take one exhale here. And then inhale, scoop up the belly button, wave back forwards. Up high into your hands. Exhale, hips reach back up to the sky, drop it down. So moving in spinal waves through puppy pose, coming forwards, weight over the hands, and then exhale, dropping back, chest sinking down towards your mat. Take two more of these. Exhale, sink it down. Deep breaths. Inhale, one more time. And exhale, sink it down. Good. Alright, sit back onto your heels, coming up with your body. We're just going to reach the arms up, reaching up towards the sky, and then drop off to one side, take a side stretch, coming down to the hand, the fingertips of that hand you're reaching towards, looking up towards the sky if that feels good. Coming back up, reach the arms up, inhale, exhale, drop it off to the other side. Good. Alright, coming back up to kneeling, bringing your hands back down tabletop, tuck your toes underneath, step it up to downwards facing dog, bend knees. Good, come on forward into a high plank pose. So scooping up the belly button, drawing the spine along, head reaching away from those heels. Few breaths, keep it breathing. And press it back, downwards facing dog with bent knees, spread out the toes. Just really stretching the hips away from the head. Alright, roll it back forwards, high plank. And this time we're going to bend the elbows and come all the way down into your belly. Reach your forearms forwards, come on up, reaching the chest through into a low cobra. Really stretching that chest, the heart center out and forwards. Alright, come back down, press down to your hands, move through tabletop, tuck your toes, downwards facing dog with bent knees. Good, looking forwards, walk towards your wrists. wrists until you can release your hands, feet are hip distance apart. Forwards fold, you can clip opposite elbow, have a little sway. And then release those elbows, stretch the spine, come all the way up to standing. So find your mountain pose, bring your toes together at the front of your mat, squeezing in the joints of those big toes but leaving the heels a little bit apart to make sure the knees are facing forwards. Lift up those knees, lift up the belly button a little bit, not clenching anything, just feel that lift. And at the same time as your chest rising up, relax your shoulder blades down at the back, head reaching up, fingers relaxed, you can bring them into prayer position. And take a few breaths. Again, maybe you want to close your eyes, or maybe you want to gaze around, re-find your space, hear sounds around you, feel the temperature of the room, and feel the breath in your body. And then we'll carry on moving. So squeeze those legs together, bend the knees, sweep the fingertips along the mat, come on up to chair pose. So body is upright, reaching up, but you're sitting down into those heels. You can bring the palms together overhead. Take one deep breath. And exhale, lengthen the legs, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Lower it down, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows close. Inhale, upwards facing dog, reach the thighs off the ground, chest reaching forwards, and exhale, reach it back, downwards facing dog. Good, alright, let's lift up the left leg. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest, come into plank pose. Press that foot in between the hands, the left foot forwards, drop the back heel down, come on up to warrior one. Making sure the ankle of the front leg is further forward than the knee or directly underneath. Alright, let's tuck the back toes underneath. Reach the arms and the body forwards and down into this lightning bolt position. And then we'll reach the body up, open out the chest. And we'll do that a few more times, reach it forwards. Reach it up, open out the chest. Again, forwards, reach it up. Open out the chest, one more time, forwards. Reach it up and open out that chest, good. Alright, plant the hands down either side of the front foot, step it back, high plank. Lower it down. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog, repeating that on the other side, lift up the right leg. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, plant the foot forwards. Back heel down, arms coming up. Warrior one, long stretch in the spine. Tuck the back toes underneath, reach the arms and the body forwards, lift it up, open it out. 3 more times. Exhale as you release behind you. One more time. Reach it back. Good, alright, plant those hands down either side of the front foot, step it back. High plank, lower it down. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, press. Downwards facing dog. Looking forwards, walk forwards, big toes together at the front of your mat, half lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over. Squeeze the legs, sweep the fingertips, bend down, chair pose. Exhale, standing up, mountain pose. Alright, moving straight into a little balance sequence. So tree pose, let's lift up the right leg. So lifting it up, either heel onto the ankle, up to the calf, or all the way up to the top of the thigh. Find where you can find that stability. Bring your hands to heart center, prayer position. And again, use this gaze to to come back into your room, your space, settling where it wants to settle, deepening your breath a little bit. You can reach your arms up and join them overhead as well if that feels better for you. Good. Alright, so keeping this leg off the ground, we're going to move back. So bring the knee into center. Either bring the hands down to the floor or reach them forward. Back leg reaching back parallel to the floor, warrior 3. Keep breathing. No worries if you're just tapping your foot off the floor, but your hands are down. Listen to your own body. So same arm as leg, left leg that's up, that's on the floor, hand comes down. Fingertips down or whole of the hand, and then open the hips to the side. Reaching the top arm up or keeping it on the hip into this half moon pose. And step it back. Step the front foot forwards a little bit if you're quite close, bending into that front left leg. Warrior 2, arms extended. Take one deep breath. Spread out your toes, really settle into the pose. And we're reaching back to reverse warrior. Back arm down the lengthened back leg, looking up. And we're coming back on up, lengthen the front leg, inhale. Exhale, reach sideways over that front leg, triangle pose, coming to the shin, ankle or the floor. And let's bend into that front leg. Bring the forearm onto the thigh or hand beside the foot, the front or the back. Top arm reaching up directly or up and away into extended side angle. Deep breaths. Finding where your gaze settles. And then maybe shuffle back, or maybe you have room in front of you. We're going to repeat those balances in reverse to get back upright. So we're going to reach forwards and out into that half moon pose. Hips open, same arm as leg down. Back leg parallel to the floor. Bring both hands down or keep them off. Coming into warrior 3, hips square to the floor. Good, alright, bend the front leg a little bit, rise on up, reach the knee forwards. And we're just going to hold onto that knee straight. Or you can reach for the toe with the first 2 fingers, reaching that foot forwards into this toe hold. No worries, however anything turned out. Just using the time to come back to your body. One more breath. And drop that leg down, and we'll repeat on the other side. So, tree pose on the other leg. Heel up to the ankle, to the calf, or to the top of the thigh with that left leg. Hands coming to prayer position. Finding where your gaze falls. Slowing down that breath. Might be a bit high paced from the work we just did. So focus your attention on soothing yourself. Sinking down into that underneath leg, spreading out the toes. You can lift your arms up overhead if that feels good for you. Wide or palms together. And then we're going to reach it back. So knee reaches up. And then stretch the leg out into warrior 3 behind you. Arms coming forwards or onto the ground, leg parallel to the floor. Deep breaths. Feel these fingertips, if they're on the floor even, or if they're outstretched, reaching away from the heel. Feel that line through your body. Alright, right arm down. Open out the hips. Half moon pose. Good. And step it back. Step the legs a little wider apart, bending into the front leg, warrior two. Lift up the belly button, keeping the pelvis in line, straight spine. And reach it back, reverse warrior, up and over. Feel that stretch in your side body. Come on up, lengthen the front leg. Inhale. Exhale, folding sideways, triangle pose, both legs lengthened, coming down. Bending into the front leg, forearm onto the thigh or hand beside the front foot, front or back. Top arm lengthening up or up and over, extended side angle. Spread out your toes. Close your eyes if you want to, or see where your gaze falls. Alright, so reversing those balances, shuffle a little bit further back if you need to, if you've spread out a little bit more, and then come into that half moon pose. And warrior three, hips facing down, parallel to the floor with that top leg, arms reaching forwards or to the ground. And bend the front leg a little bit, come on up, hold on to the knee of that left leg, or hold on to the toe, the big toe with the first two fingers, stretching the foot forwards, toe hold. One more breath. And place that foot down. So we're going to step it back. Step the right foot back and turn both feet out. Bend down, squeezing the thigh underneath at the back, wrapping it through the front, and then make sure your knees are facing the same way as your toes. If they're not, change the feet. Turn them in, turn them out, whichever is right to be in line with those knees. Bring the hands into prayer position, into goddess pose. So spreading out those toes, wrapping the thighs underneath, lifting up with the chest. You can reach your arms out to the side or up. We're going to take pulses by lifting up the legs, lengthening up. Inhale, exhale, bending down. Keep on moving through these pulses. You can change your arms to whatever feels good for you. Maybe make it into a bit of a dance, bit of a movement. Really feel those toes spreading out. Keep breathing. One more pulse. Good. Lengthen the legs, turn the toes in. Bring the hands behind you and clasp the hands together. And then we're going to inhale, reach the chest up. Exhale, keeping the hands where they are. Fold forwards to a clasped hand, wide leg forward fold. Relaxing those shoulders. Relaxing the head. Keep breathing. Feel the cycle of the breath. Every exhale, relaxing a little bit deeper. Alright, relax those hands, staying in your fold. Bring your hands to the floor. Or towards the floor, maybe onto your legs. To just relax a little bit deeper. Closing your eyes if that feels good for you. And letting go of all that speedy work. come back into your body in this stillness. Alright, lengthen your spine and come all the way up. Good. Step back to the front of your mat into mountain pose. Breathe into any dizziness until it subsides. Reach your arms up, palms coming together, inhale. Exhale, fold over those legs. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Coming down onto your knees. Sitting off to one side, swinging those legs forwards, lengthened out in front of you. Flex the toes towards you, lift up the arms, inhale. Exhale, leading with this heart center, leading with this chest, reaching forwards. Wherever you are with your hands on your shins, your ankles, hooking the big toes with the first two. Peace fingers are reaching beyond the feet, half lift with the spine, inhale. And then exhale, fold even deeper. Take a few breaths here, cycling through that inhale and relaxing into the exhale. Alright, reach it up, arms reaching up overhead and then sweep them back behind you. 1 feet, 2 feet distance. Either bring the feet in into a reverse tabletop, lifting the hips up, or keep the legs extended, trying to draw the toes down. Reverse plank, reaching the chest up through those shoulder blades. Breathing. Head reaching away from the hips, not dropping it back. You can even tuck the chin in if that feels better. And then sit down. Alright, moving on to the long edge of your mat. Bring one leg in. Let's bring in the right leg. So the foot coming in towards you, bending the knee. Arms outstretched, inhale. Exhale, fold over to the lengthened left leg side, reaching for the foot or maybe the ankle or the shin, and then reaching up and over. Maybe you can find the foot with the other hand, or maybe you're just reaching to the sky, wherever it is that you feel the stretch in your side. So moving as deep as until you can feel that stretch in your own body. Only using the poses, whatever deepness of pose as your body needs. And again, maybe you want to find where your gaze falls, or maybe you want to close your eyes. Awareness in that breath. Coming on up. And then do everything like that to the other side. So left leg bending in. Yep. Other leg extending, lifting up, arms outstretched, inhale. Exhale, folding over the opposite direction. Really feeling into your own body and what position you need right now. Alright, come back up. And we're going to bring both legs in together. So first of all, plant the feet down, knees coming up. And then bring the feet close together, open the knees out, bring the soles of the feet together, close to you or far in front into Baddha Konasana. Hands coming onto the shins, the ankles, or clasping around those toes. Inhale. Reach on up, exhale, fold forwards. We're going to scoop on up and come back up, waving in the spine. Inhale, reaching the chest forwards. Exhale, folding down and then looping back up into the inhale, reaching the chest forwards. Exhale, lowering it down. One more time, inhale, chest reaches forwards, exhale, fold down, and find this fold. So you can relax your head, relax your neck down, and just find wherever feels best to completely let go with every exhale and stretch deeper into these hips. Maybe you can bring your forehead down onto the mat, or you can make a fist with each hand and stack it up on top of each other, and then bring the head down onto those to let go of the neck. Good, alright, coming back up with the body, we're going to take one more spinal wave here. So reaching the chest forward, fold it as deep as you can and then scoop it back. Come on up, reach it forwards and scoop it back on up. Good, alright, knees coming together and we're lying all the way down onto our mats. Knees in towards the chest. Let's lengthen out the left leg. Right knee still reaching up towards the chest. Arms reach sideways into a T shape and then let that right leg fall over the body into a spinal twist. Reaching for the ground on the other side. Your opposite shoulder might lift off the floor a little bit. That's okay, you don't have to force it down. Just feel a stretch in your spine. Maybe you want to look over this opposite shoulder for an extra twist in your twist. Deep breaths. Moving to the very end of the class. Alright, back to center. Stem that right leg, left leg reaching up, knee bent. Let that leg fall over your body to the opposite side. Looking over opposite shoulder if that feels good on your neck. And coming back to center. One last pose. We're going to do a baby happy baby. So the knees are reaching towards you. You can hold on to the backs of the thighs or on top of the shins. And then just open out the legs a little bit, bending the knees towards you. Maybe you want to reach down through your inner thighs to your ankles. Using your elbows to open out those hips and using your hands to draw the legs towards you, closer to your head, closer to your shoulders, that direction. Maybe you want to tuck the chin a little bit, relaxing your spine, relaxing your neck, rocking side to side. You can adjust your position to however you feel. Maybe you bring your hands towards your knees. Good, alright. Bring those knees together. Lengthen the legs along your mat. Heels towards the edges of your mat or further than hip distance apart. Palms facing up. Lengthen your head away from your shoulders. Maybe your chin is tucked down a little bit. Shavasana, final relaxation. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And take one deep breath. Exhale, let it all go. You've made it to the end of the class. Enjoy this final pause, this final rest before you move on with your day, absorbing all the work that we've done and letting yourself relax however feels good for you. Every exhale moving through your joints, letting go of tension. Give you a few moments to yourself just to take this relaxation through your body and take your final rest pose. Okay, so either pausing the video and carrying on your relaxation as long as you have, as long as you need, or bring your heels together on your mat, bring those big toes together, knees facing up to the ceiling, stretch your arms overhead on the floor, point your toes, reach your hands away, big stretch, inhale, exhale, relax, knees into the chest. Roll over onto your right side, press and come on up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Coming back into your room, into your space. Take one last little moment as you wake up from your little rest to let your eyes wander where they want to. Reassess your room, your space. See if you can see anything you haven't seen before, if you can see anything more clearly. Awareness on that breath. Awareness on the pressure that tells you you're on the ground, you're in your body. And then let's take one deep breath. And exhale, let it go. Okay. So thank you for joining in this class today. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope to see you again next time.